Our regiment was officially created by royal decree of King John VI when he came to Brazil with the royal family's arrival in 1808. May the 13th, 1808. The king felt the need with the Portuguese court coming to Brazil to have a troop to provide security for the members of the royal family and the court as a whole. So, with this idea in mind, he decided to create the 1st Cavalry Regiment. Historical roots of the regiment go back much further. They go back to the year 1711, when they were here in Brazil, the companies of dragoons, companies of soldiers from the Portuguese army that guarded the regions of Minas Gerais. They defended, patrolled and guaranteed law and order back then in 1711. Joining this idea of the company of dragoons, which already existed in Brazil, and with the arrival of the royal family and the need for the royal family security, King John VI decided to create the regiment. Following that, we had our independence in 1822, and the regiment was maintained, transformed into the Imperial Honour Guard of Peter I, our first emperor, for which the regiment became famous. Our regiment has several symbols, and I'm going to highlight 2 of them here that make the regiment known nationally and even internationally. The first is a symbol of the uniform, the very dragoon uniform, as we call it here. It is a very distinctive white uniform. The uniform was designed by Jean-Baptiste Debray. The famous French artist made a series of paintings of the 19th century depicting the Brazil of the time. He also designed the dragoon uniform at the request of Emperor Peter I in honour of Empress Leopoldina. As Leopoldina was of Austrian origin, Debray inspired himself on the Austrian Royal Guards, which had a very similar uniform to the one we have today. The Austrian Guards' most prominent colours were maintained: red, white and black. The uniform fell into disuse throughout the history because the regiment participated in a series of conflicts: the War of the Triple Alliance and the Cisplatin War, and several other military campaigns throughout the 19th century. The white uniform was very dashing, one for the guards, but it was, shall we say, not very practical for the use in military campaigns. Thus the uniform had several changes over time. The uniform we wear today only made its way back in the 20th century. In the 1920s, by the then Commander Euclides Figueiredo, the later the general of the father of President Figueiredo, who was the commander of the regiment. It is even from this same period that the name Independence Dragoons was officially given. Our other symbol, which is part of the uniform, but has an exceptional feature, is the helmet, which we call the Dragoon's helmet. It is a helmet that is also based on Austrian Guards, topped by a dragon, because it is a symbol of the House of Braganza, which is the house of Emperor Peter I. So it was the Dragon of Braganza. Today, it has a variation of colours and is worn with 4 plumes of different colours. The white plume, exclusive to the commander, only the regimental commander can wear it. The yellow plume, which only officers can wear. The red plume is for the enlisted men to wear, lieutenants, sergeants, corporals and soldiers. Members of the military band wear the green plume. This band has accompanied the regiment throughout the years, and they wear the historical white uniform and the green pennant to highlight this history.